This was, I'm biased, of course, because these sessions were very close to things that we work on in my laboratory. But this session was also very interesting because, again, this is one of those areas where we are seeing a lot of activity, not only in the laboratory, in basic research, but also in the clinical setting with ongoing clinical trials. So here in this session, what we tried to do was to have experts cover the whole spectrum of what's going on. And we were lucky because we had Dr. Andrew Sidoroff talk about the biological basis for immunotherapy. So he really explained in detail what is the rationale for us to think that we can use immunotherapy, so basically antibodies, to help the system cope with the accumulation of proteins. Then we had an update from Dr. Warren Hurst from the US as well on preclinical studies. So the work that is being done in the laboratory with animal models and with cell models and with the development of antibodies that led to the work that is now in clinical trials. So it was a very useful overview and update on the preclinical work on this front. And then finally we had Dr. Wagner Zago, also from the US, talk about the current status of clinical development. And here he talked more about the status of the various clinical trials on movement disorders, so targeting different proteins and how different antibodies that recognize different types of protein aggregates, different parts of the protein seem to behave, and what is the perspective that this will eventually become useful. And then finally, we had a presentation by Dr. Pagano, who told us very exciting data on the PASADENA clinical trial. So this was very important information, very novel, and the message is twofold, what he told us. One is that the overall outcome of the trial was negative, but at the same time, the trial showed that there are some particular measures that seem to be very promising and where there were clear effects. So this tells us that on one hand, we might be on the right track. And then on the second hand, that we need to continue to understand how things work and to continue to do research to try to improve the effects that we are already getting. So this would be my summary of this particular session.